everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a good morning so far. All right, I'm going to jump straight into this, and I'm going to kick off with the kind of having a look at yesterday's journaling and the kind of reflective. So I done a bit of journaling yesterday around kind of key points that jumped out at me, some key learnings, and some fun memories. I was listening to a YouTube video covering it was like 20 lessons from Neil Gaiman, and listening to that brought up a huge amount of memories from childhood and my path right years. So I done a fair amount of journaling yesterday. Impromptu, kind of late afternoon. Really enjoyed it. So my advice to you guys, if you get hit with a flood of memories, emotions, thoughts, ideas in that moment, if possible, sit down and just get them down, so that you don't lose them, because you will lose them. You'll move on to another task, and all will be forgotten, and you don't want to forget those little gems. And one thing I wanted to touch on today is it's around the gratitude. So journaling for gratitude, or the practice of listing out, however many, 1, 2, 3, 10, 20 things that you're grateful for every day. Now, this has been kind of knocking around in my brain for a little while, because I've read the studies, I've listened to people who say gratitude journaling changed their life, changed their mindset, all these really good, useful things, and they are. That is true. What is also true is that forced gratitude has the opposite effect. And forgive me, I cannot remember who I had this conversation with. It was a couple of weeks ago in the comment section of someone's post, where they explained that some clients they had been working with had been advised to list out things that they were grateful for, no matter what their mood. They were to write things that they were grateful for. And they felt that had become a chore. Well, once it becomes that, then me in my world, I would say that becomes useless. It's pointless. It's forcing. It's not going to have the effect that it should have. And then, as I popped in the post of kind of for this live, I joined Alex yesterday for one of her flourishing sessions. Very good. If you have not had a session with Alex, I would say go join. It was a really lovely hour. There wasn't a huge amount of us, which I think was a good thing, because we all had time to talk and share. But this kind of topic of gratitude come up. And of course, with like previous conversations I've had, it's like, oh, which way is this going to go? Always interesting. But Alex knocked it out of the park, because she added something that, hands up, I didn't even think of. She added something on the end of the gratitude. So you say what you're grateful for, and then you list out how you contributed to that thing. And that's made me stop. I was like, right, so now I'm thinking of things that I'm grateful for in a completely different way. And it doesn't have to be anything huge. It doesn't have to be, kind of life-changing things. It could be something very simple. Something as simple as I had a wonderful meal last night. My husband cooked for me. Fantastic. Love it. Really enjoyed it. One of my favourite meals. And I'm grateful for that. However, my contribution is that I got the food in. You know, if I hadn't gone out, got the food in the house, he would never have made it. So it's like, yeah, I'm grateful that he cooked for me. 100%. I'm always grateful when someone cooks for me because it means I don't have to do it. But I also contributed to that activity. So it becomes, oh, we're a team. And then it grows from there. So there is a tip for you. Add that question onto the end of what you're grateful for. It really will make you stop and think. Well, it did for me. So I'm hoping it will for you. Yeah, I love that. So yay for Alex and kind of showing me that and sharing that with me. Like I said, check Alex out. She runs some courses, some like webinars. Jump on. I learned lots. I'm not going to tell you what she does in these webinars because that's for you to find out. But one of the topics we were discussing yesterday, and this is something that I learned about me, and it's really given me pause for thought. Like I said, loads of reflection come out of yesterday, and it was around accomplishments, and I just stopped because my brain went straight to, well, I haven't got any because I'm not currently employed. And then I thought, well, accomplishments don't have to be tied to a job, to an employment, to being employed. So why has my brain gone straight to that? Because I was like, well, I haven't achieved anything. I'm not working. And it's like, wow, that can't be right. But why did my brain go straight to employment? That tie-in of an accomplishment to being employed. And that is because I've been employed for years, like 20, over 20 years I've been in employment. I grew up in a time where, you could start work at 15. And I am that old. So there's a lot of unpacking I think I need to do. And I got all that down into my journal. Look, loads of pages. So I got all that down so that over the next couple of days, I can dig into that and try and unpack it and reframe what I see as an accomplishment. Because at the end of the day, this for me is an accomplishment. Sitting here talking to nothing, just my screen. I don't think there's anyone else the other side listening to this. Someone might come back and watch it. That's cool. But I couldn't have done this a year ago. I couldn't have I'd have laughed at you. So I need some reframing in my head, some rewiring, because I tie accomplishments to being employed, to doing a job for someone else, for getting praise, feedback, thumbs up. So, yeah, I learned a lot yesterday. So, if you are reflecting on your day yesterday or any other previous days and anything jumps out and you want to share, then feel free to pop them in the comments. If there's something that you want to throw out there that, you fancy unpacking live in front of no one. It's safe. It's just me and you. Feel free to do so. So, when it comes to gratitude, do not force it. Try to find something that you're grateful for. But if you're in one of those moods where you need to vent rather than than be grateful, then vent. There's nothing wrong with having a vent, expelling all the horrible feelings. You're having a bad day. You can't always be happy. You can't always be grateful. But to get there, sometimes you need to vent. So I'm here to say, vent all you want, then pause, then maybe sit down and pick something that you're grateful for that you contributed, and then try and be grateful. But get that venting out first. It might help unblock. All right. So I didn't expect to chat that much or share that much, but I did. So I haven't done any prep. So I'm starting with a blank page this morning. We're going to move on to a couple of minutes of journaling. This can be in any way that you want. As always, I am sticking with Apex. And I'm going to start off with writing things down that I want to focus on today. I got quite a lot done the last 2 days, but there's still a few key things that I need to slam some music on, sit down and work through. So things that you want to focus on, you could be doing a creative exercise. You could be journaling about yesterday. Sometimes the morning is a very good chance to reflect on yesterday and then write about it. You might have had a funny dream, a weird dream, an insightful dream that you want to get down on paper. You might just want to sit and write anything that comes to mind. It doesn't matter. Just take the next few minutes to just write, to get it all out, to kickstart the creative process. So off you go, a few minutes. In the meantime, if there are any questions, feel free to send them over. Send them over. I did have a little epiphany yesterday as well. If you do follow me, you know that me and Mondays don't get on. We had a massive falling out. We're not friends. Not friends at all. But I've got a plan to change that. And that is going to start with getting any posting done for Monday. I'm going to get it all scheduled so that it can go out, and then I can concentrate on just engagement on a Monday. But I'm going to look into maybe having a play around with my camera where the sun is coming out to play a bit more, maybe getting out and getting some photography done. Nothing in particular, just enjoying it, getting back into the swing of it. And maybe some hours sitting with my pencils and just having a sketch, put some music on, sketching. So I'm going to rename Mondays my creative day, because I'm hell-bent on making peace for Monday. All right. Have you guys had enough time to get some journaling done? We've only been going a couple of minutes. Oh, it's my nephew's birthday today. He's 14. God, I feel old. Happy birthday, my love. 14. Crazy. Crazy. All right. So, have you done some journaling? Have you got your thoughts down on paper? The next we are going to do, or at least I'm going to do, is I'm going to plan out my day to get in some key tasks that I want to get done first thing this morning, because I am really enjoying kind of come 3:30, stepping away from the computer, grabbing a notebook, grabbing my book, and going and just sitting in quiet, peace and quiet, maybe some music on. Actually, no, I have to have music on. I can't sit in complete silence. Music on, sit down and have just an hour of reading my book, and then kind of using my Evo journal, and I just keep that on the side. And then as my brain starts to unwind and all these thoughts, ideas, and everything that pops into my head, I just jot them down as and when. So I'll just pop the book down, write a few words, and then go back to reading. And I done that yesterday. I done that a couple of times last week. It was really nice, very lovely. Okay, so we have some journaling done for the day. We have a plan for the day. I will be creating that hour of space at 3:30, around about 3:30, 3:30, where I can do what I want to do guilt free. So the plan is to get everything done between now and 3. I think that's achievable. Just had another thought. Okay. Any questions? Do you guys have any questions, any thoughts, anything you want to share? Send it through. If you send them through after the live, or if you anytime today have a thought, have an idea, have a question, ping it through, and I'll pop that on for tomorrow. So I'm going to leave it there. 19 minutes, a lot of me talking today. I'd love to know what you think about the whole gratitude thing, whether you do it, whether you find it beneficial, whether you tried it and it just didn't work, whether that suggestion from Alex to kind of add that question on to the end would be something that would help you. I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are, what you think, and especially if you give it a go, whether it reframes your thinking or not. Really, yeah, I'd be interested to know. As always, have a wonderful Thursday. I hope it is nice and sunny where you are, that you're having an excellent day. And if it's your morning, then have a wonderful rest of the day. Yep. I'll catch you tomorrow.